Hey, folks, this is Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast Hip Hop. And on the line, I got my boy all the way from the East Coast. It's the doctor. What's up, Doc?
All the way east, north, south, and west. Yes, indeed. I'm well. How are you, my brother?
I'm all right, man. On the sideline, sitting over there looking like she ready to come on and join us, is Miss B. What's up, Miss B?
Hey, legends.
How you doing?
Y'all doing?
We got a nice.
How you doing? How you doing, Queen?
We got us a nice shot. There you go. Nice, even shot of you. How you doing there? You sounding good, looking good. You're looking all happy. Must have had a good week.
I had a good week. I celebrated the Hispanic Heritage Month here in Mississippi.
Okay, fantastic. That's a good thing.
It's a good thing. It's an amazing culture that people don't think is here in Mississippi.
And I didn't think it was here there in Mississippi. No, I did not.
I
say "Que pasa?"
And I think a lot of people think that. I'll tell y'all later on why I said that. But Dr. Dre, take it away.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Excuse me?
I thought you were saying something.
No, I was just saying "Que pasa?" Since you know.
Pasa. Okay.
Yeah, that's Spanish. That's Spanish. Or did you want me to count to 10?
Muy bien.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. That's
in
enough.
Espanol, that's okay. No.
I was just trying to give you a friendly greeting in Spanish.
All right. What we got, folks?
How are you doing? It's a complicated week, a complicated day, and a complicated life for Mr. Will Smith and Miss Jada Pinkett. I'm not even going to call her Smith, because basically what she said in interviews in the last day or so, that she and Will haven't been together for 7 years.
Wow.
7 years.
Wow.
So, if my math does me correct, when Will decided to do the Muhammad Ali to Chris Rock, he wasn't even with Jada Pinkett Smith at that time.
He might have been trying to get back in.
I don't know not after 7 years. You pledging your love to Tupac as a soulmate, and you over there having relations with your son's friend. I don't think he was trying to get back in.
She ain't trying to get back in. Maybe he's trying to get back in.
But I enjoy your optimism, but let's spread it around. Do you think after all the turmoil we saw, now people are saying they're just being funny because they went to many major events and it seemed like husband and wife. Now you find out that they're not husband and wife. Well, no, they're still wife because she doesn't want to get a divorce. But come on, baby, like bop, bop. That's what it sounds like to me.
Well, rumor has it, allegedly, they've been swinging for a while. So, shit, what can I tell you? Rumor, allegedly, all that good stuff. I ain't never been in a party with them, so I don't know.
But why would Will then jump on a stage and swing at Chris Rock knowing he wasn't with her? And why would she sit back and just take it and no comment? That doesn't make sense.
Man, I read an article where she said that she thought it was a skit or something. So that really tell you how detached she was. She thought it was.
I don't know. Man.
She thought it was a sketch.
I don't know. It's an unfortunate thing. So my next question to you then: do you think we're paying too close attention to people's personal affairs in entertainment, hip hop?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Cite your opinion.
I think we've been too into this thing with Papoose and what's the young lady's name? Help me, Bernadette.
Remy Ma and
Papoose. Everybody in the world got an opinion about that. That's them folks' business. What we worrying about that? That ain't nothing gonna happen in their bedroom gonna change your life.
Can we please get out the cycle of Will, Jada, Blueface, and whatever the name is?
That is the biggest distraction in the world. Okay, ain't nothing them people gonna do that's gonna bring the price of gas down, bring the price of food down, or feed your kids. So I'm out.
Right. And you know what? I'm gonna bring this right up quick. Things we're distracted from. There is a program in Topeka, Kansas to pay an incentive to pay Hispanics to come to Topeka, Kansas, $15,000 to relocate, right up under our noses.
Who said that?
That's going in the economy. With inflation, that's what's happening.
$15,000 to move.
The city of Topeka, Kansas said it.
I'll get a bus and we'll cut a deal. Shit. That. Well, you know what? Here's the crazy part. The outskirts of America are full. It's
Mm-hmm.
the inside, the interstates, the Kansas, the Wyoming,
The interior.
wide interior. Thank you, are wide open. They
The
looking for
places you got to look for on the map that you didn't
right.
remember.
You might not
But
get
but let
you might not get no ocean breeze, but you can get a job.
Right.
but let's examine why the interior is so wide open. It's called tornadoes. It's called weather. It's called lack of job opportunities. Because the thing is, when they try to escape to the coast, we're talking about California is one of the wealthiest states in the union, and it's almost one of the wealthiest um, places to live in the world. So that attracts people to California like crazy, as well as New York. And Chicago does the same thing. But if you notice, was very that no one really the Florida state
What?
figure out even though in Florida there's no taxes where there are in other
Man,
countries.
you hear about the bullshit going on in Florida? Nobody want to move to Florida.
No.
Between the
The
gang,
black bears don't want to be there.
between the fools in the streets and the fool in the white and the governor's mansion, everybody gonna go to Florida.
Mm-mm.
And all he gonna do is ship them out anyway. He don't want them over there.
That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing, right?
He don't want them over there. So if you got a state like you said, Kansas, that is basically paying people to come there, you could build something. You can do
Yeah,
something.
you can.
If
Yeah,
you
you can build it, and then they'll burn it down and not pay you for burning it down. Black Wall Street.
That was Oklahoma, sir.
Oh, I'm so sorry. My
That was
bad.
Oklahoma.
That was
Okay.
Oklahoma. You are correct.
But
And
nonetheless,
And correct.
nonetheless, all what you said, Dre, beats the hell out your kid getting snatched by the cartel. Your daughter gets snatched by the cartel. Your son getting recruited by the cartel. You getting caught up in different situations. It can be pretty. My understanding, it can be pretty rough over there. That's why a lot
right.
of people is leaving. So if you got, if you can take your chance with a tornado it comes every blue moon, but they know the cartel is going to be there every day on their ass. So hey, dude, I don't
Right.
know.
And see, that's the thing. I actually was speaking to somebody who's Hispanic, and the thing is, we don't know. Like you said, we don't know stuff but the gossip. And she was like, was what the friend was like thinking that the Trump supporters would not be happy about that in Topeka, Kansas. But here's the thing: look where I am in Mississippi, celebrating the not hip hop, love y'all legends, the Hispanic Heritage Festival. People really don't know those parties like they say they know those parties because behind those initiatives like that would be the Trump supporters. They are behind getting those things going because it gets the economy going, and we just don't know anything but Will, Jada, Blueface, Gabrielle
But let's
Union, and
rewind
things
what
like
you
that.
just said. Hold on. Let's rewind what you said. Tell us about what the festivals are like since we're not there and you are. Tell us about them.
It's a natural part of Mississippi now. Here, it's actually a part of my heritage. I've taught some kids Spanish speaking bilingual children. I've learned my Spanish is improved un poquito español, and I learned how to say abuela with a good accent and things like that. But Mississippi is not even the state people see because I know when I bring up Mississippi, you think racism, but they're strategically getting the economy field. Our governor, speaking of governors in Florida, I don't think y'all would believe that we have such a diverse population that supports these immigrants that New York and California and Florida are tired of seeing. So we really don't know our government. We don't know news. We're being fed distracting news like this. I am interested though in Diddy's connection to Tupac's shooting. Now that right there, I really want to know what 50 Cent was
How did you
saying.
go? How did you
What
go to a shooting? Hey,
She
wait a minute.
shifting
Wait.
gears. She
I
shifting gears.
am. I mean,
This
that's
is
the
so
common
far.
knowledge.
I just
That's
have to
that's.
tell us about the festivals.
I
What
went
goes
here
on at the festivals?
because I mean I'm not sure what you want me to say. The festival, the food. Dre knows I love food, so my take on it will be
But
based
then tell
upon
us about
food.
that, please. Please tell us what goes on at these festivals. Thank you.
It's a small festival, Dre. It's not much to it. They had dancing. They had dancing, food, and activity for the children to see if they could name four countries that are Hispanic countries and whatnot. I'll say this: I saw that it was important to keep their heritage in the forefront in their faces. Here in Mississippi, Hispanic heritage is a big deal, and so the children got free gifts for that and whatnot. Dre, I thought about you because the DJ had that they love the bass just as much as we do. Hispanics love bass just like we do. The songs they played had all the bases that they could allow for those huge speakers that they had. And I thought about Dr. Dre, who is on the Mississippi Miami based, no, I'm sorry, Miami based timeline. There's a timeline where Dre was given the acknowledgement for being responsible for the 808 bass. And I've seen a line dance team this all women line dance team that danced to pump that bass. And I thought about you, Dre, because the bass
Thank you.
was present
Thank
there
you. Thank
with
you.
their music. It's kind of big.
I appreciate it.
So what? Of
I
course,
appreciate
is it a
it.
horse?
I said I appreciate that. I was just trying to understand what the festival were doing, and the size of the audience, because the country is going very Hispanic. We have a lot of migrants from many different areas around the world, Venezuela to Chile, to Cuba, to Colombia, all over. And
Oh
I'm
yeah,
here in New York.
Dre. I just forgot to mention the Olympic hopeful that danced to pump that bass as well as for one of his shows demonstrations. They love you. He actually the brother, I forgot what group he's from. They're both Hispanic and they reached out. So what do you think about Hispanics and their love for you and bass or whatever? Y'all, what's your take on that, Legends, with that connection with Hispanic heritage and Dr. Dre or the Miami bass sound?
My
I can
name,
appreciate that.
my name was Alonzo. What else I got to say?
Wow. I'm not.
What else I
Look,
got to say? My name was Alonzo.
look. So y'all got that's basically it. I don't know why I'm on the hot seat. Why am I in the hot seat?
I don't know why
You're
you.
not.
I don't need that in the hot seat. You just started talking, and we let you run.
I'm greedy.
Yeah,
The highlight of the doggone.
We
I
gave
will
you
tell
some
y'all
screen
this.
time today. We gave you some screen time, and now
Yep.
you're gonna question it.
Thank you, but I will say this: I came there for my quesadilla because I met the food truck driver and I wanted I wanted no tomatoes on my quesadilla. He messed it up. Got ready to set up to break down. He told me to come to the festival, so I was invited personally, and he was like, "Oh, I know all my food is good," and as greedy as I am, I felt like that was flirting because he's a man, a business owner with a food truck, and he can cook, and it was good. And I think he was married, but I really felt like he was flirting with me. He was like, "All my food is good," so that's the way to my heart.
How did you try?
Can't really.
How did you find that to be a flirt situation?
That's my opinion.
I thought he was
He
just
said his
I
food was
thought he
good.
was
He was,
selling food.
I
huh?
don't care. I love food that much. That's the sugar daddy I want with a food trucks, and can
Ah,
cook. I
you
want that. So
He
you
it
wants
was a
can't wait
turn
to
on.
get.
he
You
wants the
can't wait to get.
burrito, the fajita,
Mm-hmm. And in
taco.
Spanish too. Oh my gosh. Feed
Okay.
me. I be like Espanol. See, Poppy.
All
See,
right.
so
Lonzo,
I mean, I know
Lonzo,
it's weird. I only brought it up because it really did turn me on. It was weird that when he said that, I started to say, yeah, Poppy, because he said, "Oh, my food is
Lonzo.
good."
So whenever we have to talk to Queen B, and we bring other nationalities to the table, we just need to be quiet and let her talk.
Yeah, because she ain't shut up yet. She been talking for damn near 10 minutes.
Food. I mean, shoot, one of our favorite shows was when we were talking about the munchies for due to having weed, and then when Lonzo went to the place they had the Kool-Aid, red Kool-Aid place, that place. I
Kool
was
Aid.
like, it was a soul food kitchen, a soul food restaurant. You say you and your friends went to,
Yep. Yep.
and they were so ghetto all the way to or soul food. They had red Kool-Aid. I forgot who
Red
was.
Kool Aid. That shit was full of sugar too. My teeth started hurting. That shit was so sweet. Anyway,
They had
folks.
sugar cane.
Anyway, folks. I'm sitting looking at the chat room. The chat room was on something else. Let's
Hey
join the chat
Dusty,
room
hey
for a minute.
chat.
They talk about this Keefe D situation. Everybody's speculating that Keefe D is bait for P Diddy, and I could kind of agree with if there is a connection, he is the first link in the chain. Okay, um, I don't know. You watch people, man. You watch certain situations. I watch other podcasts, and I look around. And I think, damn, baby girl got a point there. What's her name? Jaguar, right?
Mm-hmm. What was the point?
She was talking about how Bad Boy started off with Andre Harrell, Heavy D, Heavy D, Andre Harrell, Kim Porter, and Al B. Sure. Everybody gone except for Al. He almost checked out.
Is that
That's a
Uptown?
bad dude. Wait. Let me say this. That is some majorly bad luck to have all your folks gone. I mean,
Can I
all.
say something?
Well, let me finish.
Hold on.
You can have.
Finish and then let me.
I'm gonna give it to you. Okay. It just don't look good. And then you always accused of doing something that's suspect and related to the same situation. That right there, man, would make the average person go, damn, if all the wrecking crew was dead, and then all of them died from the same situation, heart attack. And I'm the only one sitting here, balding. I don't know. Go ahead.
Well, let's be clear, Miss Jaguar. Right? I'll have to tell her. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Andre Harrell brought in Sean Puff Daddy Combs to Uptown, which he was an intern, and he interned for Heavy D, who was on Uptown Records. I mean, I don't know what Kim Porter did.
She was assistant. He was Andre's assistant.
May I continue? Whatever the case.
You asked a question. I gave you an answer.
But I appreciate that, but I said, let me finish, as you would say. The bottom line is, when he did Bad Boy, he was fired from Uptown. And it was Clive Davis that gave him an opportunity because of what he did with Mary J. Blige. And when he did Real Love and did the remix with Real Love, that gave him a window to start Bad Boy. And Bad Boy was really the Notorious B.I.G. and Craig Mack that started it. Heavy D had nothing to do with Bad Boy. And neither did Andre Harrell. They may have talked, as we all do, because we know each other, but it was separate situations. Uptown was with MCA Recordings. Bad Boy was with Clive Davis and Arista Records. Two different places, two different things.
I never said they was the same record label. I just said they all connected.
Yes, and I agree with you. Now, if with that connection, now we always thought Mr. B. Diddy, Puff Daddy, was a killer because back in the day, when they were throwing a party at NYU, not NYU, but it was forgot the college in New York, where someone was killed because it was oversold, and there was a riot, and people rushed for the door, and someone was killed. And Heavy D had deep remorse for it. Puffy never said a word. Just kind of like laid back. Then he apologized a little bit after everybody jumped on him about it. But the bottom line was, there was always something around that guy. There's always, and I don't mean to be negative to him. I knew him well enough to say I knew him back then. But it always seems to be an air of death or problem with him when it comes to him. And now recently he's been giving all the artists that he signed back their royalty money that he's held on to for a long time, and giving
That's
them
more than a coincidence, huh? You think?
Well,
yeah,
it's the same thing with him and Jennifer Lopez. They hanging at the club. Somebody gets shot, Shine go to jail, and it was like, huh? It was something like somebody got to go. It ain't gonna be me. Okay,
I got to give you the irony of that.
Go ahead.
When they were taken into custody, it was my brother-in-law who took them into custody.
Okay.
At that whole thing with the shooting, and he told me so much stuff that went on. It was like they were doing everything they could to avoid getting into trouble, but everything pointed towards them. How he got out of it, I can't explain it. But the bottom line is, I say he's a little Teflon or a little greasy when it comes to certain things.
Okay. I mean, and I understand he was not on Uptown. He was an intern at Uptown, if I ain't mistaken. And that was his connection to all those people. Puffy was on Uptown. Heavy D was on Uptown. Andre Harrell ran Uptown. I think Al B. Sure was a part of that as well. But they all were connected. And when you connected to somebody like that, and you, especially in the early days, he left Uptown for a reason. They made no things.
Al B. Sure was on Warner Brothers.
Okay.
It was Mary J. Blige who was there and helped spark her first hit.
They're still connected. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of connection.
When you know people from humble beginnings, you know things that everybody else don't know. They may not want people to know. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know what the situation is, but it just seemed, man. It just seems huh? This
There's always something
always
going on.
something.
Right. So where
Remember,
does that leave Suge Knight?
Huh?
Jodeci was on Uptown. Hold on one
Unless
second.
he
So what you say, Bernadette?
I said just being a regular hip hop fan. So where does that leave Suge Knight? Because it wasn't at one
jail.
time everybody been in him. So he's in jail. I know that.
No.
But he's not a part of Tupac.
No, Bernadette. That's not how it kind of went down. Let me again give you kind of a version
Remember,
of
you answer me as a fan. I kind of know that, but I'm just saying what's what.
I,
Go ahead.
I'm trying to lay it down because the Suge Knight instance came in when they started Death Row, and he decided, if you weren't down with me, we'd eliminate you. That's why I find it astonishing when people. I said this a few weeks ago about the Tupac and Suge Knight when they beat that young man down for that Death Row chain or whatever the case may be. They came back and retaliated. That's all that was. That wasn't like they were driving around saying, we need to kill somebody today. Who should we go get? Let's go get Tupac. That's not how it went. There's a videotape for the whole thing. Tupac and Suge. This was the time Tupac should have backed up and said, "Yo, man, I can't get involved with that," because he was a budding a movie star and he was starting to gain some momentum. But instead, you jumped in the crew and beat this guy down for a chain. That's just a chain.
Well, you know what?
To get that respect.
That's the one thing that's always been a pitfall of young black men, no matter what industry it is. It could be football, sports, entertainment, whatever. Everybody wants to have that street cred. That's street cred. The cryptocurrency you can only spend in certain neighborhoods. Think about that. Street cred is like cryptocurrency. It don't have value every place. Okay, it only has value on certain areas, certain neighborhoods. It don't have a global appeal. It does not have a global appeal. It's only valuable in certain circles, and that's the part that makes it shit pretty much valueless.
That's the part that hurts, because if he would have just walked away and let Sugar and jump in and do what they did, would he be alive today?
Sugar them going to jail behind that shit. He got violated behind that. He got violated.
He got violated because of that.
That one kick got him violated. That kick got him violated.
But again, I still say it's amazing, and it's what's disturbing is that if you use your head and not your fists and not follow the crowd, as my father used to say, if everybody's wanting to jump off the bridge, you be the smart one and say, "Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta go to."
Well, see,
just walk away.
That philosophy worked when you had a father telling you that. When your father was telling you, don't let your homeboy get rushed. You got to handle that shit. If your daddy telling you something else, come on, man. We got some new daddies now, man. Daddies ain't the same. True. Daddies ain't the same no more. Daddies were with the business back in the day. My son can't be no punk. Woo, 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 woo. No, knowing damn well that same philosophy didn't work. Might not have worked out as well for him, but he still pushed it on somebody else because that's what he know.
Yep, everybody's raised differently, and that moral compass is,
my daddy was pushing manual labor on me. That's what he knew. My daddy was the first generation, fresh out of being a sharecropper, came to California. He knew manual labor. Okay, that was his thing. He cut trees, lawns, whatever the case may be, and he took me with him. I still can do it. I didn't learn to love it like he did, though. Okay, I needed an office.
Well, he loved it because it was paying the bills and it was keeping shoes on your feet and food on the table.
Right, but I'm just saying, I didn't have the same love for it. Okay, so
no, there was no passion for you with it.
No.
Well, what else is going on in the chat room?
Just like my man Martin just agreed with me, just like your boy Jay Morant, he got all that money and he still got to carry a gun. You can hire your own police force, fool. The kind of money you would make it. You can hire your cops to follow you on everywhere you go. You ain't got to carry shit, but the check.
Right, say it again.
But carry the money to pay the police.
That's it. All you have to do is do the deposit, and pass it around. They
Yeah.
will live next to you.
Yeah.
They will let you, hey, you can go in the room, everything is straight. Hey, you coming out? Okay, we're ready.
Yeah. And but again, in some cases, if you got people around you protect you, you're a buster. You ain't with it no more. You ain't supposed to be with it when you got that kind of money, man. You ain't supposed to be with it. You got to shift your gears. It's like somebody's keeping a car in first gear the whole time, going to Vegas in first gear. You're gonna blow up something.
You're not coming back from Vegas.
You ain't coming back with that car in Vegas. Okay.
That would be an annoying ride.
You got to shift gears. What else we got, folks?
Let's see. I forgot. I was going to ask y'all something else. The owner. What's the basketball league that Allen Iverson, AI, and Shaq they got a hold of? Is that another 3-on-3 league?
I don't think so. Is it?
No, the 3-on-3 was Ice Cube, and that's over already.
Okay.
Shaq,
So they're
Shaq
owning
and
they own a new basketball team. I have to look that up if y'all know.
You know what? They do something. Shaq is the president. Allen is the vice president of something. Somebody in the chat room help me out here. If you heard about the basketball move that Shaq and Allen Iverson made, let me know. It might be. I see that. I don't know for sure. Don't even hold me to this. But I can see them doing that just to fuck with Ice Cube. Somebody creating, giving them.
Yeah, that's always the case. That's the business. That's business.
Somebody,
but I gotta give a big shout out to Simone Biles. She is freaking incredible.
Who?
Simone Biles.
Simone Biles. Man, come on, Doc.
The world's greatest gymnast right now of all time. And big shout out.
The world's finest too. The little short ass.
Didn't she have a baby?
Yeah, she had a baby.
She did have a baby.
Yeah,
so that's why
she came flipping out the pussy.
So when she was saying I was having problems when I was on the balance beam, no, you weren't. You were getting the balance beam. That's what was happening.
Baby did a 360.
And ain't nothing wrong with that. Because I'm so happy to see that she's so successful in what she wants to do. That's what she feels and her talent. But big shout out to Mary Lee Retton, who's in intensive care because of a special pneumonia she has. And her family, they raised quite a bit of money for her, take care of her bills. And it just goes to show you, you were doing it well in the 70s and the 80s. But unfortunately, I wish her and her family well with that and hope she recovers.
Yeah, I remember when she was the shit too, boy.
She was built like, excuse this expression, she was built like a dude before the Russians, but not before. After the Russians came out looking built like dudes, she came out on America's side. We were like, damn, is that a chick or is that a dude? Because she was thick.
Yeah.
And she was incredible athlete.
I'm still trying to figure out. I like watching the Olympics. I like watching a lot of the sports. I still, at some of the times you can see people taking some of those skills and convert them to something, in another sport or something. I just ain't never figured out that one sport with the ribbons and shit, the dancing with the ribbons. What the fuck you?
Oh, the gymnast. I told you what that was.
Come on, man. What job you see somebody do that shit at other than that right there?
No, it's not. It's about the floor exercises, and the ribbons just make it look pretty, and give a certain look to it, rather than you just moving your hands up and down and kicking your feet. It's a certain style with it.
Okay.
It's not supposed to be, you jump over the ribbon and spin around.
You get a gold medal in that particular sport. What do you do?
No, that's only one. No. That's only one. What do you call it?
One
in the gym, in the whole gymnast thing.
But what I'm
you
saying
only get credit for one thing if you do it. You don't have to do that part.
I understand that. What I'm saying is, you get a gold medal, and what do? Go home and get fat, because after you win the gold medal, you might do some appearances, but I don't see you being on no Wheaties doing the whole. We might get some Wheaties for a minute, because Wheaties always change, but for the most part, it's pretty much a done deal. You're gonna be teaching that in school someplace, but that's about it. Where the pro at?
No,
where's the pro?
These Olympic athletes don't do that anymore. They keep trying to go back and forth to the Olympics. That's why you have 30 and 40-year-old Olympians out there still busting their ass. You really do. It's amazing. They don't go get fat. They actually keep working out harder to keep getting as many medals as Simone Biles. Simone Biles got 28 medals, man. 28. The only person I heard at that amount was, I forgot his name, the swimmer. I think he had like 22.
Mm.
Because that's all he did is swim. He was a fish.
That's homeboy, the weed smoking dude to do the mental health.
Yeah, the dude was smoking weed and smoking out the bong. Yeah.
Right. And, yeah, Michael Phelps.
Yeah, he was.
Right quick, hold on, man. I just jumped off the screen, but the screen just buffered on me for no reason.
Oh, okay.
Buffering,
Yeah, I lost you.
and we're buffering.
We're back.
We're back. Y'all back. Welcome back, legends.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, here's one thing we need to talk about, and we're kind of gliding over it. Taylor Swift's movie just came out yesterday, and Beyonce went to the premiere with her. It's about the Taylor Swift's concert film. Now, do you think Taylor Swift's going to go with Beyonce when her movie comes out in December?
I don't know. Does she have to go?
I'm just throwing it out there.
It would be a good exchange, but she don't have to go.
Yeah, it's true.
It would be.
Now the other big thing is Taylor Swift dating a black man.
I heard
on the Kansas City Chiefs. Because people keep going, no, that's a white guy. I said, no, he's not. That is a black guy. I'm blind to know he's black. all you got to do is listen to his podcast with his brother. I ain't no white guy.
Wow. Okay. Hey, man, she got a rhythm from. I don't know. Shit.
I'm happy for both of them. I'm happy for both of them.
I see my boy Gates. His daughter dated a black dude.
You mean the
Microsoft?
Game?
Microsoft.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Bill Gates always been after black women.
His daughter dating a black dude. He was married to a black woman. No, he wasn't.
No. His not secretary. What do you call it? When they first started Microsoft, the woman that was like organizing everything in the garage, she was a black woman. And he was going after her, but Bill forgot he had his connect, leaned another way.
That's gossip.
All right, those are facts.
It's getting dark in Mississippi because we losing you. You losing.
Yeah, it is. It is.
You need to put a light on you, girl, because you
I gotta work on my lighting. Let me see. But yeah, it is.
Need to get you a light.
Change that keeps me and this cat confused. Yep. Time change.
Just to throw one more person on the fire with that. George Lucas is married to a black woman.
That I know.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. What she divorced his ass?
She hasn't dropped the baby though.
She finna divorce him though.
Who, her?
Allegedly.
Who?
Oh.
You sure?
I
think so, man. I think I saw something about that. Don't hold it to me.
No, I didn't hear that.
I think I heard something about she about ready to take us half that Star Wars and go back to the land of no return.
Who is that?
When we go to a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah, far, far away.
Okay.
He already split a lot of that with his first wife, who he has his kids from. He already made that. That part was cut. I don't think there's no way he walked into that other marriage and said, "Okay, I love you so much." There's no prenup. His situation is too deep and tied to the GDP.
I got a question. On my key ring, I got a star. I got this star from a cancer organization. All the writing is pretty much gone away. I just put it on my key ring anyway. And yesterday I posted my keys. So I got the keys to the club now. The club will be coming back in December this year. I'm one of the key holding managers, key holding consultants. I posted my keys on the club on Facebook. Hey man, it just got real. Got the keys to the club, and somebody saw my star on my keychain, and told me take that star off. Because I'm like, why do I need to take my star off my keychain? Is this something I'm missing? Is this something about? Because I used to wear a star around my neck. My first medallion was a muscle bound star. That was my logo. Disco Lonzo Superstar DJ. Still got it. And people always ask me, are you Jewish? No, I'm not Jewish. It's a 5-point star. Jewish star is a 6-point star. And I'm just trying to figure out what's the deal with these stars, man. Am I missing something here?
Well, the 5-point star is a Star of David.
I thought the 6-point star was Star of David.
No, 5-point star is a Star of David.
Are you sure?
Let's check it out.
Somebody check it
Really?
out.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I could be wrong.
I think the 6-point star was the Star of David.
I never try to act like I know it all.
Could it look like two rectangles?
What's the one you do with your one stroke with the pencil? That's a what?
That's a
5-point.
pentagram.
That's a 6-point. So what?
Is that a pentagram?
It's a pentagram in the middle.
I thought the pentagram was
Yeah,
a two.
that's
was
right.
a 2
Martin
point.
Lopez said Jewish use a 6-point star. That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, somebody else check. Somebody go online and
I
check
ran
it.
across it. I'm looking at it, and it's really that triangle up, triangle down. That's 6.
Okay, then that's it.
And
I stand corrected.
3, 4.
I stand corrected.
I wish we had gotten it mixed up and said octagon, but we said some very intelligent people that they call nerds. We said, yeah.
Star David, thank you, man. Star David is a 6-point star. Thank you.
There it is.
Yeah, okay.
There it is. Thank you, Dusty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said that triangle would get 6 points. It's a triangle. 3 points with 3 points.
They said they're connecting the star to the Illuminati. Here we go.
Oh, your star? The
That's
star in
what-
your keychain?
They're connecting the star, the sign of the star, to the Illuminati.
You know, they did a young event about that. I like that too. Our own people in spirituality, they had a problem with her being a high priestess at some Christian church, and they had issue of with her, what she wore and what she stands for. It's really crazy. These symbols, we go hard with symbols, colors, name brands, and even the fraternity, the D9, a little girl, white girl was her shirt was taken from her for wearing it, AKA.
Right. Yeah.
And the jury is out. Some people thought it was harsh for a child. Some people thought she better learn, and it's a child. What do y'all think?
It's not,
we get hung up on stuff like that.
to me. It sounds like it's just early branding. Was she a white girl? She was a little white girl or black girl?
White girl, I think it was white girl, black teacher.
Maybe that's what the problem was. AKA is a black female organization, right?
Yes.
Yes, it's a sorority.
Black
Sorority.
black sorority.
Greek fraternity. I
Greek?
guess it's Greek.
Okay, maybe that's the problem because she was a little white girl. If she was a little black girl, it could be. I might consider that being early branding. Just like people give people, McDonald's at the early age or Macintosh computers in school. So as they grow up, they'll be leaning towards joining the AKAs. That's
So
what
she didn't get hazed and sledged. So I guess not.
Yeah,
I saw that story.
AK is a pink and green.
I saw that story. That story was pretty much the lady was saying that the emblems of the AKAs are copywritten and are exclusively for AKAs. It's just like Masonic stuff. Okay, Masonic emblems. If you get caught, and that's now that I think about it, that's very true. If you get caught wearing a Masonic ring and you're not a Mason, they can take it. They can take it from you. You get your ass worked, but they can possess it.
But here's the thing: would you be okay with your child going to school one way and coming back another way?
No. Somebody should have called me. Somebody,
Wait a minute. What do you mean? First of all, Bernadette, your kid goes in one way, comes out the other way. Be clear.
No, it's like at school, when you send your child to school one way and they come in a different outfit, are you gonna be okay with that? I know that's what I mean. Are you gonna be fine?
Check this. What this teacher should have did was put a note on the little girl and told the parents what the story was. If this child is not a child of an AKA or whatever the case may be, it's not permissible to our organization for her to wear this symbol. Okay, please be mindful of that in the future. Now, if it happened again, maybe she can do something. But I don't even know. But still, that could be considered traumatizing to the kid.
That's what I said, and like I said, the jury is out, and people were like,
it can be traumatizing to the kid. Hey, I went to school with this shirt, and that's like somebody saying I wore a Mickey Mouse shirt, and he a Donald Duck fan. So it is what it is. But and here we are in America, where we have so many freedoms, but we got so many rules attached to the freedoms, and it's like confusing as hell. Because if that happened in California, where did it happen at?
I'm not sure. I didn't get where it happened exactly.
According to the way the woman looked, she didn't look like she was from California. Okay. If that was in California, and depending on who that woman was that did that, she might have got her butt whooped.
Because I mean, I remember I was extra sensitive even with the toddler. You know, the toddler gonna mess with their clothes, but did I still act a little fool about my child's clothes at the daycare? A little bit, not like made a scene, but still, your child is dressed a certain way when you send them to school. Who has the right to take your child's shirt? I mean, so like I said, unreasonable with a toddler, but if it's a child above, that's old enough not to make a mess, there's no reason for my child to come home in a different outfit because of that. I went to an HBCU too.
The teacher's loyalty to the AKAs superseded her responsibility as an adult to talk to the adults in the room, and that's something else. That's a mama teacher conversation, not a kid teacher conversation.
Nope, I agree.
That's a mama teacher conversation. Mama, unless you're AKA, maybe she should educate the mama on what this meant so that it wouldn't be a problem. But now everybody got a problem. Mama got a problem with the teacher. Teacher got a problem with teacher. Probably got a problem with the administrators.
She probably gonna lose her job.
She might.
Yeah.
She might. I don't know if the AKA is gonna get her rehired. I'm quite sure she will because they everywhere.
Yeah. Everywhere they even denounced it. Maybe it was the lady that denounced it publicly that she was denouncing for Christian reasons. She was denouncing, and kind of like you were saying about symbolism, she was denouncing her membership to be an AKA. And
why?
Maybe she put that shirt. It was something connected to being Christianity, and she identified it as idolatry to be an AKA, and she's done with it. And she's married to a preacher and whatnot too.
Was it related to this situation, or something else totally different?
I just made a conspiracy theory that maybe that was her shirt in the Goodwill. I think it came from a Goodwill store. It came from a Goodwill store, and they're not supposed to just turn them over like that. They're supposed to give them to another member.
Okay.
And so she'll be in trouble if that was a family that needed Goodwill clothes. That's picking on the less fortunate.
Man,
they're less fortunate. So
look. We sitting here trying to figure out the rights and wrongs of various organizations and people. And say again, everybody don't know everything, and that's at some point in time you got to just pull somebody's coat. Hey, look, this could be a problem. This situation right here could be a problem for this young lady, your daughter. You might want to not wear this or give it to somebody else who understands what it means, because it's not just a regular logo, and that's simple as that.
I got a question for you about in California, Lonzo. It's kind of off the back of the Carly disappearance. The Ebony Law for Black women and children. Our community in California, with the face of a Black man, is outraged and doesn't think it's necessary to have our own separate alert, like the Amber Alert for Ebony Alert for Black women and children.
Well, you know what? If there was some balance in the Ebony versus the what's the other one?
Amber Alert.
That wouldn't be a problem. But that's what the problem is. The criteria changes for blind-eyed, blue-eyed kids as a little brown-haired sister with a natural. That's your problem. That's your problem with everything. If it's going to be enforced across the board the same exact way for everybody, we don't need but one law. But when we pick and choose, or she may have just ran away. I've heard of stories where law enforcement thought the little girl may have just ran away and were afraid. Wait, how come Susie Chapstick, she been gone 30 minutes and you got an Amber Alert on the freeway? My girl been gone for 2 days and you thinking she just playing hooky. You see what I'm saying? People making decisions don't have the same compassion for the kids with the melanin versus some of the non-melanin kids.
Because the situation to me, Alonzo, is when you put that brown skin on that Amber Alert style, the Ebony Alert style, it goes everywhere. So everyone sees that person or that victim. And then you go, wait a minute, I thought I may have seen her in the store. wait a minute, oh no, she was over at the gas station, and then you could actually be able to try to figure out where was that person last seen. The issue is, and this is an issue in America, when is America going to actually stand up for what's in its constitution and say everyone needs to be created and treated equally, and stop this one's shaded a little this way, oh they speak a different language, oh their culture is this, oh this is this. When are we going to let those things go? That's why there's chaos right now in the House of Representatives, because no one wants to stand up and say, you know what, we have lost our mind a little bit. Now we got to reel it in because we're way out of control. But you got a former president talking about, well, if I was still president, there'd be no war in a certain place. Or if I was still president, there'd be no war with another person. And it's like, dude, whose side are you really on? What are you doing? We don't come across like, we're Americans first, and all these subcategories go second, third, and fourth. Like they're trying to blame certain things on different groups. And it's like, stop that. What is the priority? What's the most important thing to do? So if there's some brown, yellow, orange, purple, green person missing, put that alert out as big as you put an Amber alert. Because those parents, those relatives, those friends, family, and enemies want to see that person come home. That's all. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
It is.
That's the problem. You got different.
And we need to just stop that.
Oh goodness! And somebody that was outraged said they might as well have a 1 alert. That would be for the Hispanic people. So I don't know. There's people.
Everybody got to stop personalizing these alerts. It's not. It could be named the peppermint alert. I don't give a damn. But treat everybody equally.
Treat everybody equal.
That's all that matters. It doesn't matter the name. It matters. Look, on the peppermint alert, so and so's missing. We got to all go up and find so and so, and that's it. That's it.
Yeah, because it's an epidemic. Yeah.
As long as everybody goes out to search and find that person.
All right, Bernadette, you just said something. You said it was an epidemic. What do you think? Why is it an epidemic? Why do you think?
Like it's a lot of children missing in Memphis that nobody's talking about. And then I also think, I love my conspiracy. I think that there's also some fake missing alerts. But the thing is, someone did share with me if those children, black and brown children that came out of the foster system and whatnot, it's harder to even make those alerts because the family or even the agency is not connecting to make an Amber Alert. But I think that sounds like a bunch of bull. That it's harder to do it with those children coming out of that's in the foster system and they run away. And so if they run away from the foster system, no Amber Alert, that's crazy. And then, we have so many gaps because I could talk to somebody about the tons of children missing from Memphis, black children missing from Memphis and Chicago. And some people don't even know that. It's not nationally broadcasted that that's happening a great deal.
Because we're not treating each other equally. I'll just say this, and it is just a discussion point, nothing more. It's like our homeless problem in America, our problem with migrants, our problem with immigration, our problem with so many things is really set up on a presidential line. It's not set up on a need or whatever. Our economy is set up to win-lose. So if you're winning, great, but if you're losing, you're going to lose even more. But if people come out and say, oh, but I can pull myself up by the bootstraps. Then when you go back and go through their story, you find out, no, they didn't. They got a break over here, which made this work. And in making that work, they went around the system and got lucky. That's what happened. And there's nothing wrong with either way of it happening. But we got to find some way to level the playing field because what we're paying and what we're living through and what the price of gas is ridiculous. And I had a huge discussion with some folks about, oh, we don't want no electric cars because they're just too expensive. I said, but you want to keep going this route? And you think it's going to get cheaper because you're using oil? It's not. It's ridiculous. That time has come. Let it go. It's time to let it go.
I've always wondered how is it that we've taken cell phones to another height in only a matter of 20 years? 20 years, cell phones was big as hell and bulky and shit. And cars been around for like 100 years, and they still doing the same shit they was doing the first day they came off the assembly line. And everything in them, everything in them change. And then you hear the stories about the different people who have invented different kind of fuel sources. They had Chevrolet made a car. Chevrolet made an electric car back in the 80s that was the bomb, okay? And they crushed every last one of them. People call it
EV. Jr. and company.
Right.
They even tried to hide some of them.
Right.
And they came after them and said, nope.
Yep.
You better give us the car. And they were like, why are you doing this? The car got, I think, 100 miles to the gallon, and it had no very fuel emissions. There was another guy back in the 50s that came up with the first, what's called an octane pill, where you fill your car up at night, you drop the pill in the tank, and in the morning you got gas. But it wasn't like oil gas. It was fuel strictly to get the car to go back and forth. And he magically disappeared.
Same guy that made the car, he gave 1 gallon of gas in it was a regular car. He changed the carburetor to something else, and 1 gallon of gas got this guy cross country damn near. He had a meeting with somebody, and he was sitting right there, and all of a sudden he killed over dead. And then his partner, because I saw the documentary, his partner, his assistant, started getting followed around and shit. He's like, man, I ain't fucking with this shit.
I'm not trying to live through that.
You know,
that's the insanity we're talking about. Because when people want to bitch and moan and say, "Oh, Biden did this" or "Trump did," no, it's not that. It's and I'm not going to go into this real deep, but it's bottom line to me. It's American greed. We're way past the point. Because I still say to anybody out there, how the fucking chicken be so expensive? And you can grow a chicken anywhere. Chickens deliver eggs every fucking day without question. How the fuck is the price of chickens and other poultry so high? It's bullshit.
Well, you know what?
Same thing with pork. Same thing with beef.
I got a slight answer for the request for the chicken thing. Chicken ain't got a shot in hell in America. Think about this. You only get 2 wings per chicken, but everybody got a chicken wing joint. Okay, Buffalo Wild.
Go to Church's Chicken and get those.
Them is turkeys. It was turkeys. Slim down turkeys. Okay, them big motherfuckers right there, boy. A turkey, a Church's wing is buff.
It's strange.
That's some prison yard shit. Okay,
you do not want that.
Prison grown turkeys. Okay. But no, keep it 100. But think about this for a second. You got 2 wings per chicken. Now the wing stop, they bullshit you. They cut off the little tip. They take the flat and the drumstick. That's 1 wing. Okay. But you got 2 thighs, 2 drumsticks, and 2 wings. But
and 2 breasts.
1 breast. They know 1 breast. They cut them in half. Okay.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Really? I don't eat bone-in chicken anymore.
So my question is, where the thighs go? All the wings is gone. Okay,
we got too good for thighs. Where they at?
And some of these wings, if you saw any documentary, I love documentaries. The chickens, by the time they hit the egg, they got like 6-8 weeks, and most of them ain't got a shot in hell. Okay, they do them so cold blooded, it's a damn shame. Even the McNugget, the biddies. The males, I think it's the males or the female. The males, they cut their beaks off and throw them into a grinder live. I ain't bullshitting, okay? Throw them into a grinder live, okay? Grind their little asses up, heat them up, get all the fuzz off of them. Next thing you know, they're McNugget.
See, I can't stand you because you know more than me, and I'm 7 miles away where all the Hispanics came from to the poultry capital in the world.
McNugget. They're McNugget, okay?
Forest, Mississippi, and poultry. Poultry capital of the world.
That's why I stopped eating bologna.
Over my head.
That's why I saw how they made bologna. I stopped eating bologna years ago.
Oh, I didn't say that. The chat said that.
I'm just saying. That's why I stopped eating
the paste. Yeah,
well, bologna, whatever hit the floor, they scoop it up with a snow shovel, throw it in a vat, put some salt, some water in there, and mix it up real good. And they heat it up a little bit, and then basically the same way they make hot dogs, they just do them round. Okay, but
it's the worst. The meat,
that kind of meat, they ain't throwing away shit.
Yeah,
they grind it up, put some salt in there, some sugar, some other stuff. little coloring so to be consistent, and they process it through the machine, grind it up real good, and cook it just enough where they can make it flat. And next thing you know, you got bologna, baby.
That's your horse meat. Horse
No,
meat.
and all you need is that you're in business.
I used to as a kid, my mom used to feed us spam. I ain't never liked spam. Got that jelly on the side. Oh hell no.
It
Yeah.
didn't make any sense.
No.
I mean,
No.
Wait a minute.
with
Lonzo,
fried good.
Did you used to take the bologna and put it in the pan and fry it,
In the middle,
and then put it on bread?
the middle part, you gotta poke a hole in it, baby.
Yeah.
I sliced a little.
I grew up on this shit. Don't get me wrong. Okay. I grew up on bologna.
Yeah.
My mama from Mississippi. Okay.
South.
Oh, sorry, my mom,
South, y'all. Watch.
she's from Louisiana. My daddy from Mississippi. My mama loved spam. Okay.
Okay.
My mama loved. She would make us spam sandwiches in the school, and I hated that shit.
I thought you was
My
gonna
neighbor-
say,
my,
South.
my neighbor's mom was a big spam eater. I used to say, "What is that? What is spam? What is spam?" First of all, I said, "What is spam? Is it like ham spelled backwards?"
Spare ham
What is
parts.
spam?
Basically, spare ham.
Mm-hmm.
It
okay.
is high in sodium. Seems like high
And
in sodium.
I tell you what spam was popular as hell at though. Hawaii.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Samoa, Hawaii.
Surprised.
Because back in the day, because understand this, ain't no cows up and down Hawaii. So for them to see some meat, it was a thing back in the I think World War II. The soldiers got spam in their rations, and they would trade it for different stuff to the islanders, and the islanders they loved it. If you go to any Hawaiian restaurant, you'll find they got spam on the menu, baby. Barbecue spam, fried spam, chicken, spam rolls, spam burgers, spam. They like homeboy on Forrest Gump. They got spam, baby. They got it.
Yeah, let's talk about my first starving first freshman meals. I had Vienna sausages in barbecue flavor as a hookup from somebody when I was in my dorm. So Vienna sausages and potted meat. Potted meat, y'all. We should have brought up potted meat.
The other sausages were basically like spam and stuff like that, and you could eat them anyway, cold or hot.
No, I never liked. My daddy used to eat them. I ain't never liked.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I got my father used to eat those. He used to put it out, open up the jar, put a fork in it, pull 3 or 4 of them things out, put some mustard on some bread, or he go, "I'm gonna heat this up," and he put it in the pan for a minute, then put it on his bread. And he was happy. He's like, "Yo,"
But
you were like, "What is it? Vienna sauce?"
Where your daddy from?
My father's Jamaican.
Okay, when you from different Jamaica, Mississippi, and you have different beginnings, stuff like that becomes a delicacy. Okay.
Yes.
We had choices. We still had some other shit to choose from, and it just oh my god, no man. I remember one time as a kid I used to always cook. I don't cook shit now. Kid, I used to always cook. I stopped eating pork. I made me a damn pork chop in the grill, and a worm started coming out the goddamn pork chop. I'm done.
No, that's a wrap. That's a quick wrap.
And
look, I'm the one that you.
Hurry up, we only got a minute left.
My father used to make okra, like fried okra and stuff like that.
Yeah.
With eggs and callaloo and all that stuff.
No.
And people say, "Yo, how you eat that? It's slimy." I said, the way he made it tasted so good. Like, whoa, what is this, Bob? He said okra. And then I realized his mother used to make okra because I used to get babysat by his mother growing up. And she used to make it like for lunch and stuff like that. And I was like, okra, what is that? Because when you see it, you go, oh my God, it's this and that. But the way they made it with the callaloo and the eggs and the onions and all that stuff, I was like, yo, this is that thing.
You got
That's
it,
what I
Doc.
really like.
That's
I
your
miss and
stuff.
love that government cheese though. That was the best grilled cheese.
That shit, you got hit it with a
That
blowtorch.
government
Shit.
cheese wouldn't melt.
It was
You
good.
that shit with a blowtorch. That shit, you can't make no. You can't make a grilled cheese with that shit.
But it was good, right?
You can't make a grilled cheese with that
Well,
shit.
it was in the oven, no top. Put it in the oven, grilled cheese. It was cheese toast. You right? Cheese toast with a little bit of sugar.
Yeah, okay,
It
folks.
never melted.
Yeah, it
It
just got
never
hot.
melted.
Hold on.
Inside.
Hey, we had to cut off time. Say goodbye, Bernadette.
Goodbye, Bernadette. Goodbye, Legends.
Much love to
Goodbye.
you. Dre, it's your turn, baby.
It's government cheese that doesn't melt. See you next week, everybody.
All right,
Be
folks,
well and be loved.
this is Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast Hip Hop, and me and the crew, the Legendary Connects. We are out of here, y'all. We're gonna be on time there. See y'all later. I'll be at Sacramento tomorrow, folks, at the theater somewhere over in Oak Park. I forgot what it is, but you know what I'm talking about, the little theater by Kevin play basketball hookup over that little area. You know what I'm talking about. Peace, y'all.